Okay, hello everybody. A while back I did a video on a DIY survival kit, and the original one, everything was contained in just this container. So I thought it was, good, but I decided I wanted to upgrade a little bit. I thought it was lacking in two things that I really wanted for an ultimate survival kit, and that was shelter, immediate shelter, and a better medical kit, better first aid with it. So I've done some things I'm going to show you. So this is still a grab-and-go kit. Okay, it has basically everything covered you could want in a survival kit. I think better than anything you can buy pre-packaged. Okay, so let me take this apart. Yes, you would not carry it like this. Okay, you would take the things that are attached to the container off, which I'll show you, and then either wear them, put around your neck, put in your pocket. Okay, but that's the way this is designed, and if you want to have everything, this is, I think, still the best solution. Okay, so some of these things can just come off. Sunscreen, definitely something I think you should have if you get in a survival situation, stuck out, you want to be able to protect yourself from getting burned. So that just is on a carabiner. Okay, now this, okay, paracord bracelet. This snaps off and it should come free. Just got to be careful. There we go. And so we have this draped through a pocket knife and your medical kit. And then I also have this cheap survival kit here. This has your whistle, compass, and waterproof matches inside. And I kind of added this just because I had these. I already, have most of this covered anyway in this kit, but this is so easy just to have on here and stick around your neck. I think it's certainly worth having. Okay, so pocket knife, I picked this one particular because it's got all your basic things on it, okay, that you would expect to have in a little pocket knife. What it has, in addition to all the usual things, is a small LED flashlight, okay, and you just turn it on by screwing it, tightening it up, which will keep it from coming on. And I like that. So you got your flashlight covered, and it's part of this, and it's also handy. You'd probably stick this in your pocket or on a belt loop when you're not using it. So now let me turn it off. So it shouldn't come on by itself because it has to be screwed. Close it, okay, and then you can put it back in the sheath. Okay, we also have our paracord bracelet. Okay, now this has not only your paracord on it, it also has a whistle. Usually it works. Sometimes I found it doesn't work. The whistle is right here. Okay, let's see if it works this time. Yeah, I was having trouble. This makes a good whistle when it works. Yeah, so that's why it's good to have a backup. So this whistle is not working now. I don't know why. I do have a backup compass that I attached. Okay, it doesn't come with this particular wristband, but some of them do. So it's another backup compass, and it also has a fire starter. So what you do is you pull this out, as you can see, and right here's the fire steel, and it should spark. As you can see, it sparks. So you've got that covered too, although I have, again, waterproof matches in the other container. So you've got that covered. So this would be around your wrist. Okay. All right, now let's look in the first aid kit. This is one of the things that I thought was lacking first time. And there are some additional things that I couldn't fit in here that are also in the first aid kit. It's mostly first aid kit. So we got our survival blanket. We got a cheap rain poncho. Okay, if I was out on a long day hike, if I suspect there might be rain, I certainly would have a better rain jacket. But what if you don't think it's going to rain? You may not take it. And if you got stuck out somewhere, at least you would have something. Okay, so we have some here's PBT bandage. No particular order. I do also have a small Bic lighter. Okay, I thought, again, it's just so easy to use. It's another backup for fire starting. So I got 3 fire starting things. Cheap little scissors could come in handy. Cheap tweezers for getting splinters out. You know, they're certainly not great, but they're cheap. They came with this particular kit. I have several Band-Aids for cuts. Okay, I do have, again, for water purification, and I also have a water filter inside here, which I'll show you. Okay, these are purification tablets, powder, I mean. So as another backup. Okay. And my wife told me this here that was in this first aid kit could be used as an emergency tourniquet. Yeah, so I didn't even know that until she pointed it out. Here's some tape. Came in this kit. Okay, I added and took some stuff out of this kit. Well, this is a very cheap, only a few bucks. One thing I took out was triangular bandage, which was really big and bulky, and I wanted to add some other things in here, so that was sacrificed. So I took those out. Got a couple sterile gauze pads that came in this kit. Okay, I've got a couple alcohol pads, actually 4 of them, and 2 providone iodine prep pads. Okay, some things I added. I have Celox blood clotting powder, and I added a couple 2 packs of Tylenol extra strength. That I added that. Okay, this is diphenhydramine. Okay, this is for allergic reactions, kind of like Benadryl. Okay, and this is like Imodium. Okay, antidiuretic. I thought 4 would be enough, because usually when you take it, you take 2 to start and then 1 after each problem. But 4 would probably be enough to handle most situations. And then I also have a burn aid, burn gel. Okay, thought that would be useful if you have to have a fire and you burn yourself. And I think very importantly, have some moleskins. Okay, if you're getting blisters on your feet, that's something you could use even if you're not in an emergency. You'd have that, because it's not all life-threatening emergencies. You want to be prepared if you're somewhere with things you're likely where you can envision yourself needing. I also have in here, because I didn't find any little packets like the Tylenol. This is some low-dose aspirin I have. That's if you have any heart attack symptoms. You could take 1 or 2 of those. Could save your life. And lastly, okay, there's some, as you can see, pins that I might use for taping up. All right, so that's everything in there. And it's easy to put this stuff back in. It's not a big deal. All right, now let's take a look inside the container. Now this container, this pot can be used for cooking, okay, purifying water, just plain cooking. Okay, this pops off, okay, but it also unscrews off. I certainly, if I was out hiking, I would have my own water bottle. If I'm just taking a road trip, a long road trip, I have water or something to drink I could use. But this is used, so this can be used as a cup. Okay, screw back in. Wrapped in this foil, I have dryer lint for fire starter. Okay. Now, the biggest thing I have in here to solve the problem of shelter, okay, is we have a tube tent. Okay, I was able to fit in here. So we have a tube tent and the rope that came with it. So you have an instant shelter. I thought that was really important. That's one of the deficiencies in the other one. So I think that's why we're covering everything here. Okay, we have a, there it is. Okay, we have a water filter. Okay, this is a Frontier emergency filter. Okay, so that covers water, plus we have a few extra powders for water purification. Okay, I think having some insect repellent is very important. This is 100% DEET. Okay, if you're stuck out overnight somewhere, exposed, you can save yourself a lot of agony by having some of this on. That'll keep them off. 100% should keep anything off of you. Okay, it's not going to last very long, but it'll certainly get you through a night or two. So again, we can cook with this. Now I have a knife, but what good is a knife if you have to use it if you can't sharpen it up? So we have a knife sharpener, which can also sharpen hooks as well. If you take it apart, there's a hook sharpener with it too. Okay, that's just extra. Okay, in here, this is copied from a Bear Grylls kit. I bought like a Bear Grylls something, and I just made copies of the survival instructions just to have something to refer to. So I wrapped that up in a Ziploc. That was just a plastic spoon, which you might need. Okay, and last but not least, I think that's everything. Yeah, Last but not least, this is a little fishing kit. Okay, so in here I have some spider wire, probably 20-30 yards wrapped around. And I have a bobber, and there's hooks. Yeah, there's some small hooks in there, and a couple lead weights. Also, shot sinkers in there. So there is a small fishing kit in here as well. So I think this covers about everything. This really isn't hard to put back in here. Okay, it'll only take me a few minutes to put this in. I don't want to bore you with doing that, but I can easily do it. And normally you wouldn't take this apart anyway, unless you had to use it. So this is a grab and go kit. Yes, there's no perfection. It's not just one thing. You have to take a few things apart when you're ready to go. But so what? The things you take off of here go on your wrist, around your neck, in your pocket, fit easily. So I think this is better than anything you can buy. So I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe it'll help you if you want to design your own emergency kit. I don't know, maybe not. But I think it's pretty good. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. See you later.